Ha!
My dad's here, visiting from Atlanta, Georgia, where he lives with my younger brother, Doug, who's a drummer, among other things. Now, the first thing you do when you have a visitor in Maine is show him a moose. This one we saw by the post office in West Farmington, and then we followed it down where it walked through all the houses. It looks like a male yearling. And oh, we're having a good time. My daughter, who calls him Poppy, has been beating him at cards every second.
Is it true that you were a cribbage champion?
Are you kidding? I am only one of the 2 living Supreme Grand Masters.
And he made her this cool toy out of hardware from the Farmington Farmers Union. We took him to see the ballet over at the Waterville Opera House.
Heavens, what in the world is that? Good grief!
He went to my daughter's dance recital at the Skowhegan Opera House. It's a beautiful old building, holds like 900 people. Alicia and her mom played relentless tricks on Poppy. This is his bed. He's taking me and all my friends out to dinner.
Bring her another. You're laughing now. You're laughing.
And I've taken the opportunity to ask Dad what he remembers about my time in bands.
My goodness, my memory of those days is very hazy. That was the 60s, you see. Your generation's music should be described as being rickety-tick. Has no tune. It's better than that stuff that their kids are playing now, this rap-east rap.
My folks moved to New Canaan, Connecticut in 1959 when I was 6 years old. And we had the same phone number for 40 years at that house. 1984 was the number. 966-1984.
Well, Rudy Toot Toot.
New Canaan's a well-to-do town, a rich town. It's a suburb of New York City.
It's a dad-burned, dad-blamed, cotton-picking dog.
When my mom died, my dad sold the place to a tear-down developer, and now the house is gone. It's just erased. It's very strange to go there. I remember calling him the day that I knew he was moving, and I got the recording from the phone company. This number has been disconnected. At my house, the place we played was the Hideaway, it was called. It was this big room over the garage, separate from the house. It became my bedroom when my older brother Randy went off to college.
I went out to see you weren't home. So I decided that I would see how late you were going to be, so I got in your bed and literally went to sleep, and you came in and woke me up, except that you had brought a young lady home with you, which turned out to be, I don't know whether, did we ever tell your mother about that? I don't remember whether we ever did or not.
A lot of my friends would hang out there. It was a great place to be. I had a couch, and I had a old piano out there. Had everything I needed to be groovy.
Gee willikers!
Chris Bremser went off to Andover Academy to prep school in our sophomore year, and we needed a keyboard player. We'd gotten used to it. We never had a bass player because Chris would play like Ray Manzarek in the Doors, left-hand bass on his organ, you know. I had money because, along with all my other activities, I worked at the A&P 20 hours a week. This is Bobby Giannino, and we were the frozen foods guys. My pay was $1.20 an hour. So it was back to Manny's, where I traded in my Guild Starfire 3 and bought a Farfisa dual keyboard suitcase organ. The solo in The Doors' Light My Fire was a test of a keyboard player, much the way Wipeout was a test of a drummer at that time. And I worked hard to learn that. Remember that? And then the big key thing, and playing the bass, and I pulled it off, and suddenly I was the keyboard player.
Well, I remember one time you all used to practice out in the hideaway, and I remember I brought a decibel meter home with me one time and took it out there when you all were practicing, and if it had been a professional place with Oshaw, we'd have had to shut it down. The noise level was absolutely way over the top of the acceptable noise level in a factory, for crying out loud.
That's my dad, paying the bill right there. As he's always done.
All right. Oh, for crying in a buck.
Did you give him a 1% tip or?
No, he was pretty good. It was cool. Take this away.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure.
Good heavens.
You had a good time, right?
No, I am very happy to be able to leave.
You had a good time.
The beautiful day, and I'm leaving.
Oh. No! 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 Stop! Daddy, you're getting really obsessed with taking videos, and you gotta stop, okay?